Tom Hanks made famous in the hit movie A League of Their Own. Among the rules playing baseball with the girls, there's no crying in baseball.
Almost 80 years ago, women from across the country grabbed their bats and mitts and made their play for the diamond as members of the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League.
Amir Makeupson introduces us to Mary Moore, a Metro Detroit woman in a league of her own.
Of course, got all kinds of stories along the way.
At 91 years old, Mary Moore has a lot of stories.
A girl on first and second, no outs, and a hit to the outfield. The girl that was heading for third, she stops. She's going back to second.
But this is one of her favorites.
I'm playing second base, so I'm guarding second base. So they're both coming towards second, and as they come in, I just took my glove and boom, boom, popped down as they were trying to put their foot on the bases, and both of them were out, and we already tagged the other girl out, so it was a triple play.
The Lincoln Park native was an all-around athlete.
I had bats, balls, footballs, basketball, and equipment, and if the boys wanted to play, they had to come and get me.
At a time when it was more common for the girls to sit it out.
Of course, back in those days, they didn't have sports for girls.
Moore kept playing baseball with the boys anyway, and at 17 years old went pro, being selected for the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League, brought to the big screen in the 1992 hit A League of Their Own.
There's no crying! There's no crying in baseball!
I'd never heard of this league. My high school English teacher put me in touch with another girl that had already graduated and played in this league. In Detroit, they would go down to the Kronk Recreation Center and practice all winter. I went down there with them and practiced. I was actually fortunate enough to get onto one of the teams there in Chicago.
And the rest is history.
Springfield Sallies in 1950, and then the Battle Creek Bells in 1951 and 2. The first season that I had with the Springfield Sallies, I led my team in almost every category: hits, runs, RBIs, total bases, games played, stolen bases. You know, not bragging, but I did really good.
It's an opportunity that took Moore all over the country.
We hit like 21 states in Canada in 3 months, and we played in Yankee Stadium. That was awesome, walking out on that field and playing a game before theirs. To have the opportunity to travel and see different places, which I probably never would have got to go to half of those places, and actually getting paid to do something you love to do.
Before major back-to-back injuries prompted Moore to call it quits.
I was working a punch press. It got some of my hand and fingers. Very disappointed with myself, trying to throw the ball, hold on to it, trying to grip the bat. We were playing in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I had gotten a hit and stole second or something. Anyway, I slid into second and I twisted my ankle 2 weeks before the end of the season. I just decided not to go back. I knew I'd be just keeping someone else from playing and having an opportunity like I did.
The league dissolved a year later in 1954.
What do you think was the best part about playing in the National League?
The friendships, the camaraderie that you learned so much. You know, you learned to be a teammate. You didn't have to like the person, but you got along with them. The discipline was there. The friendships that you made was lifetime. It just helped you all around in your jobs and speaking. We're all American. Anything is possible. Very important not to give up. If this is your dream, you gotta go for it.
In White Lake, Amir Makeupson, CBS News, Detroit.
Doesn't she look great for 91 years old? And Mary Moore still plays in the yearly reunion baseball games along with other sports.